Assalamualaikum. Hi. Okay, today we are going to learn about the extended accounting equation. Previously, we have learned regarding the accounting equation, that is, asset is equal to liability plus equity. So when we do the transaction analysis, we have to recap back what we have learned before this. An extended accounting equation is where you extend the equity part. So the equity part consists of your capital, your revenue, expenses, as well as your drawings. So we will look at those one by one. So I have prepared you the exercise. So we will use the extended accounting equation to settle to complete the exercise. So let me prepare the question. Okay, so this is the question. Extended accounting equation, transaction analysis. Oh, it's quite small, so let me make it a little bit bigger so we can see. Alright, I'll scroll a bit. Okay, now Lukman decided to venture into a cleaning and laundry business at Batu Moda adjacent not to the Ayayang College. Analyze the following transaction for the month of May in terms of their effect on the extended accounting equation. So you construct the transaction analysis and record each transaction by increasing, there's a plus sign, or decreasing, there's a minus sign, the amount of each item affected. So you can get this question from my blog, or I will post in the portal. So either or. So I haven't posted yet. So later I will tell you where should you get the question. I think it's better for me to put it in the blog, so other people or other students other than you can access to the question. Okay, so number one, I have 10 transactions over here. Okay, so number one, Lukman invested 20,000 in cash to start a laundry business on May 1st. So we can see here the accounts involved is cash, and also, of course, he started a business. We have capital. We can see here cash increase, and also the capital also increase. And then, because before this we don't have anything to do, we have nothing to do, and Lukman is not thinking about having a business, so there will be no accounting equation in his head when he thinking of getting a business or having a business. Then the accounting equation comes into his head. So now he need to think whether how much is the capital, how much is the asset, and how much is the liability. When we have this extended accounting equation, so I will break up the equity part. So in the equity, we have capital, revenue, expenses, as well as drawings. Alright. So number two, purchase laundry equipment. We can see here when he purchased a laundry equipment is an asset. It's a non-current asset, it's an equipment. So before this, he don't have any equipment. So suddenly he has. He purchased this equipment. Then the equipment will somehow increase or go up by 11,000. Paying 7,000 in cash. So the cash will be decreased. And take out from the cash account, and the remainder will be next month. Oh, alright. Now 11,000, only paid 7,000, so you have the balance of 4,000. So that 4,000 will remain until next month. So Lukman will be still owing to the supplier of this laundry equipment. So that one is a creditor. It will be his liability. So the 4,000 is the liability. Next is purchase laundry supplies for 1,000 to cash. Of course, we can see here when he made a purchase of a supplies. So this is inventory, but after this we will not use the word inventory anymore. So I will put this purchase as the cost of sales. So in the business we have cost. Of course, we have revenue and cost. Then we can get a profit. So the cost is being divided into two. One is cost of sales, and another one is a normal expenses. So the normal expenses is just a normal operating expenses like salaries, advertisement, rental, so on and so forth. Okay. So when he purchased this laundry supplies, so I will put this under expenses. And another account is cash. So I can see here the cash will decrease by 1,200 and the expenses will increase by 1,200. Okay, what about number 4? Paid 200 for advertisement to iklan sini. Okay, just now I just mentioned about the expenses of the business, the normal operating expenses. One of them is advertisement. So advertisement is the expenses. Before this, we don't have any advertisement expenses. So suddenly we have now the advertisement expenses will increase and cash will decrease for 200. Made a cash sales for cleaning services amounting 1,000. So now you do sales. Sales is under revenue account. So the revenue account will increase and your cash is also increased. Number 6, you paid salary to part-timer 500 cash. Salaries is also your expenses. Before this, you don't have salaries in your expenses. Now you have. Now your expenses, salaries will increase by 500 and your cash will go down by 500. Number 7, you made a credit sales of 1,005 to Kia Association for laundry services. Again, this is a sale, but this is a credit sales. A normal sales, when you do sales, you will receive cash or check. But here, we cannot see any word, any word of cash or check. So it's a credit sales. So credit sales meaning that Kia took the goods or enjoy the services without paying. Now Kia is owing us. So Kia is our accounts receivable or debtors. So we can see here debtors or accounts receivable is our asset. So it should shoot up. We have an increase in our asset, accounts receivable, and we have also an increase in our revenue. And okay, on the 7th, we sold to her, and the next day she made a payment, partial payment by check. She owes us 1,005, but suddenly she made a payment by check 300 and cash 200. So before this, Kia Association owed us 1,500. Now she paid. When she paid, of course, her accounts will be decreased. She will not be owing us 1,005 anymore. Of course, 1,005 will minus 300 and 200. So now she's owing us about 1,000. And we got the money with cash. So our cash increased by 200 and our bank will increase by 300. What about this one? Withdrew 500 cash for personal use. This with you withdraw cash from your own money. This is your own cash for personal use, your own usage. So this is drawings. Before this you don't have drawings. Now you have drawings. So drawings will increase and your cash decrease. And lastly, you bank in 2,000 cash to bank. So you take out some cash out from your cash and put it in the bank. So your cash will decrease, your bank will increase. Okay, so after this, we will do the standard accounting equation. I will use the Excel sheet to construct the standard accounting equation. Okay, so let me prepare the Excel sheet for you. Alright, okay. So number one, Lukman invested 20,000 in cash, start a laundry business. Okay, so we can see our cash increase. So I just put 20,000 cash, and then of course our capital also increased 20,000. So if you can see here, 20,000 asset 20,000 equals to capital 20,000. So now 2020 equal, right? Okay. Number two, so we put here number two, purchase laundry equipment for 11,000. Okay, so the equipment will suddenly increase by 11,000. Okay, your asset increased by 11,000 and you paid 7,000. Okay, so your 7,000 cash. So I put here minus sign, minus 7,000 because you take 7,000 from your cash. So 20 minus 7. Okay, so minus 7, and then still not enough. If you look here, minus 7 plus 11, you have it's not 7 11, minus 7 plus 11, so you have 4. So 4, just now 4 is our creditor, is our liability. We still owing our creditor, so this is creditor, so I put here 4,000. Alright, okay, move on to number 3. You purchase laundry supplies. So this laundry supplies is just now is our inventory, but we are not using the word inventory anymore. So we put under expenses because expenses is also your cost of sales. Okay, this is just for only accounting equation because we are now doing the analysis. Okay, so your laundry supplies 1,200. For this, you don't have any expenses. Now you have 1,200, and then you pay by cash, so your cash will reduce by 1,200 as well. What about number 4? Pay 200 for advertisement to Iklan Sini for cash. So advertisement is your expenses. How much? 200. So you have 200 expenses, suddenly increase your expenses for advertisement, and then your cash decrease by 200. Number 5, you made some cash sales for cleaning services amounting to 1,000. This cash sales is under revenue. How much? 1,000. So your revenue increased by 1,000 and your cash also increased by 1,000 because you do sales by cash. Number 6, paid salaries to part-timer 500 cash. So you have salary. So salary is under expenses. For this you don't have salaries. Now your salary is 500 and you paid by cash. So your cash will decrease 500. Number 7, credit sales. Of course, this is your sales. It's just a credit sale, but you have done your sales. So this is your revenue. How much is your revenue? 1,500. And do you get your cash? No. Did Mr. Kia Association pay you by check? No as well, but they owe you. So now you have accounts receivable or debtors 1,500. Number 8, Kia Association made partial payment by check 300 and 200. By check 300. So check bank, your bank increased by 300, as well as your cash also you get 200. But when Kia paid, of course, her balance will reduce. Before this, she owed us 1,500. Now she has paid 500. So minus 500. This 100 comes from 200 plus 300. Okay, what about, okay, okay. Number 9, we drew 500 cash. So this is drawings. Okay, so I put under drawings. Drawings is 500. And then she took out, Lukman took out cash. So minus 500. Okay, what about last one? Bank in cash to bank. So your cash will reduce by 2,000 and your money inside your bank will increase by 2,000. That's it. If I want to check, so I can check. See, I got here 0 because asset equals to liability plus equity. So I have 0 balance here. I plus minus plus minus 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 plus whatever. So I get 9,800 for my cash transaction. And banks, I have 2,300. So I plus all of this, I get 24,100. And I take my liability and equity, I add them together, so I still get 24,100. So it's balanced, but we are both sides, so the answer is correct. Okay, so later maybe I will give you some other exercise so you can try this using this extended accounting equation. So I hope you can look back this video, rewind again and again, make sure you understand, and hopefully you can answer for my coming test or exam. Okay, so till then, see you. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.